start that conversation again. And so turn the camera back on because this is really interesting.
What did I say?
So you were saying that you're asking them now, were you happy with
Yeah,
that?
so rather than sort of stating the fact this is what's gone wrong, were you happy with that junction? So then they say, no, actually I wasn't. And then you say, well, what was it you're not happy about? And then when they sort of say, oh, I'm on position, or I was not happy about that, then actually I just sort of say, well, that's really good that in a way that you're not happy, because the minute you can, if the first way to fix something is if you can spot it yourself. And then we just sort of say, right, well, what do you want it to look like next time? And how are you going to achieve that?
Well, I think it's wonderful that you're seeing these changes. So what's changed to make that happen?
It's the way the questioning, the way of just...
So you're asking different questions?
Asking different questions, yeah. Trying to get them to rate themselves rather than me pointing things out.
Becoming a better coach. What else has changed?
Maybe confidence in thinking that actually I'm not happy about that. There's something not right with that.
Good.
Before maybe I might have just, all right, just let that go.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah. What
about the learners? What's changed in them, do you think? Are they better coachees now?
I still get the few that just say I don't know all the time.
You're always going to get that.
Yeah, I think they are receptive to it. So when you start asking them, what do you think about that? They do take to that quite well, I think.
To begin with, when you tried that the first time with them, did they just open up and tell you, or were they like, I'm not sure about this?
No, I think they were, but then maybe I've been working with them for a while anyway, so. But
well, it becomes a non-threatening process where, to begin with, well, what do you think? What do you want to know what I think for? So they become better at being coached because their guard drops, if you like. They're less resistant to it. Because there's no negative connotation. There's only good stuff comes from it. You're not telling them that they're no good and that you made another mistake here. Okay, are we happy with this? What else could we do? So it starts to feel, for them, I'm sure, I'm convinced that it's more of a team game here. That you're working towards shared goals, and that it's fine for them to input, and you're never going to go, well, that's a stupid idea. Where do you get that from? No. So that's not the game that's at play here. There's a building of a team, and I think that's probably one of the big things too, as well as you developing your line of questioning and trusting your instincts. Because I think you've traditionally been bad at that.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
I think the first section we did, I said, did you see that? Yeah. Why didn't you say something? And it's just kind of getting over it, isn't it?
Yeah. And also to be able to say to them, I like the way the question where you sort of say, well, if we're going again, what's your plan this time? For them to actually, sort of say, have you got something in your head that you want to try? What, and even sometimes I'm like, are you happy that and they're like, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, and we're like, okay.
So it's like with your list here, there's nothing to stop you saying, okay, we've got some things here to work on. Which one of them do you want to tackle first?
Depends on how safety critical, I suppose they are.
That's right.
Yeah.
You say, well, how are we going to decide?
Yeah.
And then you might have that conversation about how safety critical some of these things are. The timing of the signal, is it that vital? It's important, but it's not as important as some of the other stuff. So that might be a nice conversation to have too. I just wanted to record that because that's an interesting little snippet.
Yeah.